good day, good evening, and in Polish, dzień dobry. I'm Janice Hall, and today on this most auspicious International Day of Peace, we think about what it means to be one peaceful humanity, honoring each other and the gifts we bring to the world. With that, I welcome you to the One Humanity Institute, where we're currently broadcasting from the One Humanity Peace Lab. As you can see. This is our core facility here in Auschwitz in Poland, juxtaposed to one of the darkest places in history. We intend to bring light via our OHI, our One Humanity Institute, which is a global institute without walls. We're a solutionarian, where we can convene in person or virtually, as you see today around the world, to find solutions that keep us from war and unite us in the potential toward peace, toward world peace, and the recognition that we truly are one humanity. And with that, I introduce you to our co-founder, Domen Kosovar from Slovenia.
Yes.
Welcome, Domen.
Thank you, Janice. Listening to the youth provides a path to peace. And today with Dr. Nina Meyerhoff, my co-founder of One Humanity Institute, together with many other organizations and many youths from Poland, Ukraine, USA, and Rwanda, we will converge on this International Day of Peace to speak from their hearts and experiences. And even though that it's first official youth event here, I must recognize and say that many youth were helping in this last month, cleaning exactly this particular place and preparing it for co-working, for Peace Lab, and for our guests from Ukraine, which are fortunately here. But now, please, Manuel, if you go, let's go to what we are here for. Nina and many youth here. Poświęcim łapę.
Look at us. So we are here in Auschwitz in Poland, and we're really happy to see you. We have several groups with us. I don't know where they are. I can't see them. There's Svetlana. We have Kiev with us. Where is the school from Kiev? There we go. On this Chicago. Hello, Chicago. How are you? And there is Rwanda. How are you? Very nice. And do we see, where are the young people from Kiev? Do we have them, Svetlana? Oh, there they are. Hi, how are you? So here we are, all together as one community. I thought that we would start by asking you different questions, like, tell us a little bit about what it's like to be here in Auschwitz. Would you like to introduce yourself? You could even stand up if you wish. Or you sit down, it's fine.
Hello everyone, I'm Marcelina and I'm here to say a few words about our group here in Oświęcim. We're Polish and Ukrainian students talking to you from the House of Hope, One Humanity Institute. We go to Konarski High School in Oświęcim. Both Polish and Ukrainian students learn there together as classmates after the Ukrainian students came here to Poland as refugees. The students from Ukraine learned in a separate class last year to prepare and learn some Polish to be able to participate in all the lessons that we have here in our school. We're happy to be here and to have a chance to talk to you and celebrate the Peace Day together.
Thank you very much. And now I'd like to say hello to Kiev. How are you? Svetlana, you want to introduce your students? Are they there? Can we see Kiev?
Yes, yes, I'm here. And hello, everybody. I'm so happy that you have gathered together because we need peace. We need peace on the whole world. I want to introduce my group. My teacher and my former student is Marina, and 3 students of the 11th grade. I hope Marina will continue. Marina, please.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Svetlana. Thank you very much, you all, that you are here. You are here to support peace, to send our thoughts together somewhere there high, so that there is our peaceful future somewhere in a few days, maybe a few weeks, in a few months. And really, I'm really proud to introduce you our marvelous team of the participants. I mean, our participants from Kiev, our students of Kiev Peace School. You know, these young ladies and gentlemen are intelligent and educated. They are open-hearted and empathic. They are curious and full of energy. And meet Victoria, meet Yana, meet Andriy, and Maria Fedorchuk. Maria, can you switch on your camera, please, my dear? So here are they 4. You know, the youth are the future of our country. The youth are the future of our world. And you know, I mean, war-free world. I mean, discrimination-free world. I mean, hunger-free world. I mean, conflict-free world. You know, a peaceful world where human rights are respected. So thank you, my dear students. Thank you for joining. And well, I hope that our performance will be contribution and bright. So this is our team.
Okay, Team Kiev, we'll be back to you in a minute. Now we have Team Rwanda. Hello, Rwanda. Can you tell us about where you are and who you are?
Yes, let me begin, if I may. I'm Lori Layden. I'm the founder of Project Light, and I've been working in Rwanda since 2007. The people you see here today, which I'll introduce you to, are part of the Remera Mabogo High School, which is in a very remote location on the top of Mount Jali. And miracle of miracles, they have all made it to Kigali in order to be able to have a strong internet connection. I'm so excited. Our program is Project Light is about peace building by helping young people heal their traumas, become heart-centered leaders, and have economic sustainability so they can lead us into a peaceful future. I would love to introduce Richard, who is the headmaster of this school. And perhaps Richard could say a word about what it's like for the students to participate in our program together, and then introduce our 2 students.
Ni gahunda nziza.
This is a very wonderful program.
Gahunda y'ingirakamaro ku rubyiruko.
And especially for young people, this is very, very important.
Cyane cyane ko aribo bafite icyerekezo cy'ejo hazaza.
Because young people are future leaders. We all know that.
Ya, ni ukuvuga rero iki gikorwa ni ingenzi kuri bo.
This program is very significant for them.
Ndetse ni igikorwa kw'ingenzi ko no ku bandi bataranga.
And this is going to be also important to the rest of young people who are not presented, who are not here.
Rero turashima rwose iki gikorwa, iyi event.
So we want to thank you very much for this program.
Cyane cyane ko ifite umusaruro w'ejo hazaza.
Because you can see a lot of fruits from this program.
Murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing and being here with us. Now we have Chicago. Are you here, Chicago? We're looking for you.
That'll be
Yeah.
Martinique and Hancock. You should see them, Becky. A classroom of students.
There we go. Sorry, I had to unmute. Well, this is our Global Issues class at John Hancock College Prep High School on the southwest side of Chicago. And we are right by Midway Airport, which is one of the two airports we have here in Chicago. And our spokespeople today are Celeste, Manuel, and Sam, who will have some questions for everyone as we go through and have hopefully some insightful answers about our experience and your experience.
Perfect, perfect. So we're very happy to meet you all. And I will start by asking a question of the Kiev school. Yes? Kiev? Can we have the Kiev group of students back up?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are here. We are here,
Okay.
and yes, we are ready. We are ready.
I would like to ask you, what is it like to go to school and study during the wartime? Could you tell us about that a bit, please? Who would like to start?
Studying during the war is very difficult. Currently, distance education is held online because it is much safer this way. Bomb shelters in Kiev schools were constructed for a small number of people, and these rooms more resemble basements rather than bomb shelters. Therefore, it is very dangerous to be there. We live in the capital, in Kiev, where there are no large-scale hostilities. They are conducted in the east of the country, but anyway, we are worried. We constantly hear terrible news. We constantly hear the sound of sirens and realize that our compatriots are dying. And this certainly affects the mental state. And life during a long-term war is an enormous challenge to the nervous system. Moreover, I would like to point out that many people have changed their priorities. For instance, before the war, everyone had their own desires, material, spiritual, perhaps. And now, during the war, the most important thing for everyone is the safety of relatives, friends, and in general, all compatriots. And now the most important thing for us is life and health. So we didn't have a clear vision of the future. No one knows what will happen tomorrow. And all the population of Ukraine wants the victory. We want peace and calm, and no nation can oppress another. War in the 21st century is unacceptable.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Is there
and I would also ask Maria Fedorchuk. She has some problems with electricity, but she can deliver her performance, her message to you. May I ask you to give her opportunity to talk? Maria Fedorchuk.
Okay, well, it's probably worth starting with the fact that no one was ready to live the best school years in the conditions of a full-scale war. But this situation taught us to learn in completely different conditions. And I believe that all the children of our country have passed the school of life. Everyone have understood what is really important in our lives. In the past, it was important for many to pass exams well, enter university, and have a successful future. But now, the safety of our loved ones, health, and most importantly, a peaceful sky above our heads have become quite valuable for us. And in my opinion, we should do everything to make people feel safe and peace will come. Thank you for attention.
very much? Yeah, I can imagine how hard it is. So let us ask the students, the Ukrainian students that are here in Poland, how do they feel about being here in Poland and not being home in Ukraine and studying in the schools here? Who would like to ask? How many Ukrainians in this group? So maybe you could answer, yeah, or you could, yeah? You want to answer, Timothy? Yeah. What? Yeah, start the conversation.
I haven't been at home already for 5 months, and of course, I am missing my home because it was the most comfortable for me, and for my relatives because we connect with them only by calls. So, but I understand that staying in my town it is dangerous for me. With language, as for me, it is interesting to learn another language, and besides, Polish language is not too difficult as for me. It is interesting to recognize new words and then use it with communication with Poles. I speak to Poles every day in shops with passers-by in caves, and it is interesting for me.
Good.
My
Make the
opinion.
best of the situation, yeah?
Yes.
Would you like to say something too now?
Nina,
How you
I'd just
feel?
like to say that for everyone there, if you could please project really loud. We want to hear every beautiful, powerful word from each of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Becky. Could you speak up and say how you feel?
Yes,
But you have to talk loud, as they're saying.
yes. I left Ukraine at the beginning of March, and it's very hard for me, for my family. But Polish people received us very warmly.
You hear her?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good.
I'm trying to learning Polish language and study at school, but it's very difficult in other country.
Very hard. Would you like to say something? A bit louder.
For me, it's being in Polish so changing my life because changing all my friends, my school, people,
Everything's new.
everything. Yes, and it's at first it was really difficult because I don't understand language, and now I also don't understand all. And
I have some problems at school. I
Mhm.
have big problems at school because I know and I'm studying Polish in life, not at school. And at school is really problem.
So you heard that the school is very hard for somebody that's from Ukraine and is here, yeah? Okay, let me ask the Polish students here. How does it feel to have students from another country in your class? How does that go, work? You want to answer? Yes,
maybe-
please.
I would say in the another school year before the year, in the beginning of April, I think, our school started for preparation, a special class for Ukrainians. Now they are in Polish classes, but then they had their own class. And that was how I met Masha, Dasha, and Timofey, and we became friends because I talked to them every day. I was checking how they feel, how they are doing in our school, because I taught myself Ukrainian, because I'm trying to be a polyglot. So it was very mind-opening experience to talk to people from another country in another language, how they feel here. And I know the first days were a bit tough because I didn't really speak well Ukrainian, and they didn't speak Polish yet. So it was hard communication at the first days, but it was going better and better with another days.
Thank you. So you're enjoying getting to know new people, yes, and you're learning the language. Does somebody else have something they'd like to say? Yeah.
I can say that we also had some adjustments in our school, like the plates next to the classroom doors in both languages, both Polish and Ukrainian. So our guests can know what classroom that is.
Very good. Anybody else like to say something before I turn it over? Yes?
I can say that I'm glad that my school, that we were able to have our Ukrainian guests to start living normally in another country. It is hard to say that they had to leave the Ukraine before the war, but we can do it together.
Very nice. Very nice. So Jennifer, I turn it over to you now.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you so much. We're now moving on to Chicago, and we have a group of students from John Hancock College Prep High School. It's a public school here in Chicago, and they study global studies. And I am with the Peace School here in Chicago. That's a different Peace School from the one in Ukraine. We're not affiliated, but we have the same mission of peace for the whole world. So I would like to let now our Chicago students just tell us a bit about what it's like here, what your life is like, and what your school is like.
For us, our school is like very open. Like there's a lot of types of humor, a lot of types of culture in our school. It's very opening and very like accepting to every student. You don't worry about being judged. We always have friends around. There's always a lot of types of groups and types of minorities. A very fun experience and a lot of clubs that we can be in.
That's wonderful. Other comments from anyone else, or shall we move on to our questions for others?
Your high school experience.
I think high school at John Hancock College Prep is everything Manny said. It is a very open experience. You'll never feel what's the word? Left out. Yeah.
It's really good to hear. Any other comments about school and life?
I really, personally, I would like to say that I like
that there's like so many like programs, like sports and activities for students to participate in. I think it really helps to kind of like set school aside and also put like yourself first and like your creative outlets. And I think that that's cool. I also really like that there's like programs, especially like for seniors right now, there's like a program where they're gonna help them write their personal essays. And I think that's really helpful for students and they can give them a positive outlook on their future.
Wonderful. And I know your classroom attended Chicago's Peace Day celebration on Monday. Any quick reflections on attending that event?
Basically, it was basically a fun experience to see the different types of flags and get to know how many countries there was. The dances and performances were really amazing to see. Very positive.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, Nina, Chicago students have actually come up with some questions to ask some of our other participants today. So I think the first question is coming to you at the House of Hope. So let's put House of Hope back. I'm going to step back and I'll let the students ask the first question.
Yeah, Celeste will have our first question for House of Hope.
I think we already touched a little bit on this, but I was also wondering if there was still school and like the language struggles and like how are you overcoming this? Like, is there other programs that like perhaps would help students like learn Ukrainian or like Polish?
Sure, we understand your question exactly. Are you asking that people are having difficulty or that they have new programs?
No, I'm wondering if there is language struggle.
Could you say it a little louder, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wondering if there was language struggles and how they are overcoming this.
You understand? Okay, why don't you answer her then? Okay, because I thought she's not Ukrainian. Is she asking for Ukrainian?
Yeah.
Yes, who's Ukrainian?
Do they have a language problem? Language, but this is actually what they said before.
Yeah, so tell her you have a language.
One more time, please.
Yeah.
Please answer the same what
Tell
you said
her.
before.
Yeah. You want to say it? Yeah, no. She says, yes, she said it before that they do have language problems. Yeah. It's not easy to have a different language. How do you overcome it? How do you get beyond the problem? How are you learning Polish?
Is there someone who knows you that which is?
Is there any, yeah?
I and my friend have a teacher of the language, and we are also trying with Polish people, and sometimes we are trying speaking Polish with us.
Between each other. And who's sitting on my side? Anybody want to say something here? Yes, would you like to say something? No, not yet. Okay. Is there another question for the House of Hope here?
I believe the next question may be for the Rwanda students. Am I right at Hancock? So yes, the next question will be for Rwanda students.
That will come from Sam.
Hello. So our question to Rwanda is, what kinds of activities do you like to connect with? Other young people?
Ikibazo ngo gitandukanye n'iki kibazo ngo ni iki gikorwa cyangwa se ni iki mubona mwakora muri iki gahunda y'ibijyanye.
And Justin, if they could address the Reconciliation Club, that would be great.
Cyane cyane mu bijyanye na iriya club y'ubumwe n'ubwiyunge ikwirakwiza amahoro mu Rwanda.
Thank you for everyone for attending this Day of International Keeping Peace. The question you have asked above said that how we can do in order to protect other youth from other countries or students. The things we can do is the first to form the Council of Unity and the Reconciliation in order to protect everyone from a nation is international. So we must do anything for advise everyone to advise everyone to get the human right from every country. Every person should get the human right in order to protect his life. So from the country how get the war, they have to protect where if the human right is respected. So for me, I say that everyone should have a human right in the world.
And let me clarify on what she has just been speaking about. You know, these are the students, they are coming from a high school. This school is located in a very remote area. And what they have done into their school, I'm glad that I'm together with the headmaster of the same school. What they have done, they have formed the Unity and Reconciliation clubs. And in this club, the young people meet, they discuss about different topics and different concepts of unity and reconciliation. What it requires to actually get to the highest level of reconciliation. And why reconciliation is needed, especially in a country like this, the country which has gone through the genocide. Let me go back a little bit into like a background, historical background of this country. You know, have gone through the genocide. People could not actually be in harmony with one another. I mean, it was like kind of not being together. But what this school has done is like bringing young people together, teach them and try to make sure that they are informed about what happened. Because most of them were not even born during that time. And that's how they formed Unity and Reconciliation clubs. They meet, they talk about it, they talk about the importance of forgiveness, the importance of reconciliation. They talk about different topics and how to apply those topics into their lives to actually affect their individual lives, but also affecting the national lives and the global lives. So that's what the school is doing. Actually, the main thing they have is that Unity and Reconciliation Club. And
could you ask Nicole and Frank what it's like to be, what it means to them to be in the Reconciliation Club?
Yeah, biba mariye iki kuba muri club ya reconciliation y'ubumwe n'ubwiyunge, biba mariye iki muvuge mu Kinyarwanda mu buryo mwumvanye bavuga cyane.
Icyo tumariye nyine bidufasha kutiheba kuko hari igihe nyine ziriya ntambara zabaye cyangwa iyo twagiye mu bumwe n'ubwiyunge bidufasha kuba tutakigunga nyine just tukaba turi kumwe n'abandi tukigira hamwe.
Yeah, a bit translating. She's saying that being in a reconciliation club gives her a chance of not feeling isolated. She feels that she's in a good family and she's, in a caring family. She doesn't feel lonely. She doesn't feel isolated. That is the importance number one.
Another thing, ikindi nyine nuko bidufasha kumenya byinshi iyo turi kumwe kandi bidufasha nko kutiheba cyangwa gufasha buri wese.
The second one is that being together like that, they get to learn from each other and they get to encourage each other. Because, you know, each one has got like individual background, but when you bring all those differences together in a club like that, you get a chance to learn and apply some practical skills from your fellow students. You don't feel that you are alone in your isolated area. You feel that you are together with others. And this also gives you a chance to hear from different ranges of traumas anyone could be suffering from.
Thanks. In this club of unity and reconciliation, they are the place where we get families. The families which support us in different ways for life. These families of students, it help other students that have gone the problem of traumatism and other problems like orphans to provide him needs which are necessary in life. So this club, it provides us many things. For us, it provides income which I cannot say. This club, it helps us in the study. It provides the skills. It helps us to know the past of our countries, and also to teach us how to can be together in order to promote our countries or to develop. So that this club, I can wish to thank the master of school which have think about it, so that everyone in this club have families which are growing in order to support him in different programs.
Yeah, what I can say as a headmaster, these clubs helps students who have gone through different problems. So we have some witness, some have trauma, but within that clubs, they can extend experiences, they can change their emotions. Then, as Frank has said, they have within the students, they have that what we call families. Those are families, they are student families that can help them to motivate each other, to, what can I say, to, what can I say, advice, to give some advices, because they are students from different areas. That school is a boarding school. The boarding school accommodated students from Rwanda, abroad, different areas. So with the different experiences, that's when one can learn each other experience. So they are very, very helpful for those clubs, and they give some, what can say, positive orientations. So through those clubs, some students come to witness about the experience of the others. Thank you.
Also in this club, we have many activities to support the children from poor families, to support him in the different ways for studying, and also we teach everyone how we can learn together.
Yeah. What I can add is, so from those clubs, there are some students who perform poor, who can score poor marks. But through clubs, they can encourage. For example, they can encourage Nicole, maybe if she has got some poor marks, though through experience, she can come up with good marks. So that's why we see those clubs are very helpful. We as headmaster of the school, we have the witness that those clubs are very helpful. And through clubs, they teach so this individual rights and the rights to respect each other and the rights to protect one another. Thank you.
And another thing is that
We have to,
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, we have to go on to the next question, but there will be another question for you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much to our students in Rwanda. And the next question, Becky, we can bring up our students in Kyiv. The next question is going to them in Ukraine.
And Manuel will pose the question for Ukraine.
So my question is, what has most helped you get through this point in your life? So throughout the tough times, what has helped you get all the way to here, to where you are now?
Who would like to start?
Okay, I can start. So it was a really hard period in our lives because we should face this awful reality. But for example, for me, I take all these like parts together because I have family which I should support. I have school like studying in the 11th grade when I should really study hard than to pass my exams. And you just don't have other choice just to go through it and don't have mental breakdown. I think it's all that's like have a big motivation to move to your goals and don't stop in this place where you are. Thank you for your attention.
Andrei, would you like to add something?
No, I don't think I have anything to add. It was really hard year for us all, and but consequently we were able to just live our lives in that events, and we won't let hope.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. We'll have more chances to speak with all of you as we move along in our program. We have one question now. Thank you to our Chicago students for the questions that you proposed to the other groups. We really appreciate it. And now we'll be moving around the room and do want to come back to our students in Rwanda and speak just briefly about how the war, which happened so many years ago, even before you were born, how has it affected your culture and your personal lives? If you could speak briefly about this question.
Icambere nyine byatugizeho ingaruka ni nyine iterambere ryacu ryagize ko ari byo twari twarahawe atari kubona.
Yeah, from what we learned, when they teach us about what happened in our country, even before we were born, so the consequence or the impact goes to our development, because there's so many things we'll be having today, and we don't have them because of the war, which happened even before we were born.
Noneho n'ubu hari bamwe bafite ababyeyi bamwe na bamwe kuko iyo bitanzwe hari umuntu ufite umubyeyi umwe bitanzwe ko afite babiri hari ibyo yagakwiye kuba yakira ku babyeyi bombi cyangwa affection ku babyeyi bombi tutabona ku mubyeyi.
Yes, some of us are orphans because of the war, and you know when you are an orphan, so there are so many things you're not able to get. That's one of the impacts we are also suffering from because of the war. So the orphans, it's one of the impacts too.
Ikindi navuga ni kuri patriotic. Hari patriotic kera ubu abantu bakiri attachable kuri patriotic because nyine n'ibyabaye kera nyine our fathers nyine cyangwa ababakuriye nka authority nibo bafite that power of patriotism. So ntabwo wakongera ku increase the patriotism when they nimba baratekereje ko just ibyabaye byakongera kongera. Okay, nyine patriotism ko bayishyize ku ruhande ko nta
And you know the appetite of loving your country, the patriotism, the level of it has gone away from the population, from the citizens, because of what happened before. And that's what people, I mean, most people don't even feel like the desire of loving their country because of the historical background of it.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you so much. We will come back with other questions to our Rwanda students and other students. We have so much to speak about today, and I'm going to turn it back to Nina at the House of Hope, and she's going to propose some questions for the groups.
Thank you. Well, it's been very interesting to hear all of you, and you have very deep experiences. So I'm wondering, what kind of world would you like to see in the future? Anybody can speak up from any of the country. Maybe we could put that on all the quadrants. Is that possible? That we show all the different groups. There we go. That's wonderful. And Rwanda too? Yeah, when we have one more from Kiev. So I am asking you, what is your dream for the world now? What would you like to see happen? Please share with us. Here also, you and anyone there who is ready to speak.
Andre has raised his hand.
Yes. Please, Andre.
Okay. Yeah, I have my view of the world of the future. First of all, it should be with a high level of freedom, because when people are free and they can use all their ingenuity and use all their potential, it will be the better world for us. Yeah, and also I would like that the future world will be with no war, with no cataclysm, and for that we need to gather together around one goal, to create a happy future for the humanity and the whole planet. We need to go to a compromise to stop all arguing and so on and so forth. And I believe that that time will start and it will be a greater place to live. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. It seems that when you have experienced war, then you understand that you really want a world that has no war, and you want a better world. I see a hand up. Whose hand is that? Okay,
Victoria.
go. To us. Yeah?
Yes. Some of my dreams for a better world is that peace would be in Ukraine and all over the world. Also that no one would die alone, that people would have better emotional and spiritual intelligence, that they would better understand the emotions and the emotions of other people, and have a high level of empathy. And when people begin to think more about the masses in general, rather than about themselves separately, then the world will become more human, and many conflicts will be avoided. And also I want racism and sexism to become a very rare phenomena, that later they would be eradicated from human societies. And also I dream that all families would listen more to each other and appreciate the time they spend together. And in addition, many people tend to refuse to do small things because they think that they are insignificant in the context of the whole world. However, this is wrong, and together we are a force. So I dream that people would do good things with all their hearts every day. And comes to mind a quote from Mother Teresa, do small things with a great love. That's all, thank you.
Nice, that's well thought out. I see a hand in Chicago. Please go for it. Yes?
Yes, you can unmute.
You
and
can
share.
talk.
Okay, so my dreams for a better life is to be able to do what I love for a living after I go to university and get my major and help the people in my community through service. A better life to me is achieving my goals and helping me lift others as well, and not just leaving them down. And I hope when I'm older, I work with the people to do with the people in the community to outreach and work with those lines to help them out in their necessities and be able to support each other. That's my dream for a better life.
Is there anyone here that would like to talk about the world they want to see? Okay, yes.
Maybe the whole thing about peace and understanding each other starts with every one of us. I think we should, every one of us should try to first understand one another, oneself. And then we can really try to understand others. And I think that way we can communicate better and a lot less conflicts may happen.
So I hear very similar answers in every place that we've gone around the world here. Does it seem like you all think the same thing? You want to see a world where people get along better? Is that it? Yeah? So what have you learned? Yes? Why don't you share something? Or you? You scared? Oh, I will hold you and you will talk. Okay? He's gonna say something.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I want a world there is no war, that people love themselves and love each other and can feel safe in our place.
Yeah. So did you hear her? She wants no more war. She wants people to feel safe and for people to love each other. Who I could ask for anything more? Did you want to say something too?
Yes, I say that there should be way more acceptance and we shouldn't blaming people because of their different in some ways. Because we're different and that is beautiful and we shouldn't change that.
That's very true. Do you think that being different is beautiful? Isn't that an interesting thought? What do you think, Rwanda, seeing different people here? Is it good to see each other and could you love each other from your heart?
I think the better one that I wish to see is the one in which has a peace, to build a peace together, because we have witnesses that the world is closing. For example, in Ukraine, we have witnesses why the war is bad. In Ukraine, the Ukraine of war have shown us we are the most that need everyone in this world, where prices have increased for high level. This shows that the world can be together with a peace in order to have the world which is better.
Yeah, what he's trying to say is that we need to see the world where everybody lives in harmony with one another and where everyone is like striving for peace, collective peace, not individual peace. I mean, peace for everyone, because he's saying that it makes no sense to wish a bad situation to your neighbor, because when your neighbor has a problem, it automatically affects you. He's giving an example of Ukraine. Ukraine is going through a very serious war, and this war is affecting us even here as Rwandans, because he mentioned that prices being doubled. So he was trying to say that, yeah, we need to strive for peace for everyone, and I mean, struggling to live into harmony with one another.
Chicago, how are you feeling? Are you working for peace? Any of you doing anything directly? Is that anybody working for peace? No? I went off the script. I wanted to find out.
So recently, I guess it's approaching, we're going to have our primary elections. General election, sorry. And so for the general elections, as a senior or junior, you can volunteer to uphold our democracy and be able to hand out ballots and help run the elections as a student election judge. And that is just one outlet that we have done, that we can participate here for peace.
I think you also do Model UN activities. Is that right, in Chicago?
Yeah. Where are you guys going later this year?
New York.
Yeah. For
the Model UN conference in New York, the National High School
Model
UN.
Yeah.
Model UN. We have a student here that wants to speak. Yeah.
So I want to say that we, of course, need peace, but I also think that we need a lot of respect and love, because if there's love, if there's respect, there will be peace.
All right. Anyone else? Yeah. So we understand when people come and live in another country and they share all they have, often racism starts because people start competing. You know what that means? They go want the same things, and then they try to make somebody a victim. What do you think in your country or from your experience makes racism? And do you see racism? You know what it means? Chicago, I think you do have a mixed group there, yeah? Would you address racism for us? And you don't have to look at your notes, you can think.
Yeah.
Okay, so in our school, we don't experience racism, but we actually do see it a lot of times throughout the different parts of where we're from. We see it mainly in police brutality. So there's the basic black people get treated differently, and sometimes there's police brutality. There's a lot of that's what racism kind of shows. There's some parts where it doesn't show, but in our you can see it in a lot of different places, and it builds from like color thinking their supremacy, but there's no really and no color makes us supremacy than others. We're all racism really shows in different parts of in different situations, and police brutality is just one of them.
Add to know. I want to ask anyone, do you have anything more you'd like to say about the Is there anything they wish to say?
And Andrea.
For a better world.
For a better world, of all about racism, it's a global, but we can see this problem even in Ukraine. when people just were trying to leave it. Maybe like were pushing away people with the, we should do something with this problem, because people are all equal, and no matter how our skin is or our ethnic. Maybe.
Good. I see a hand up in Chicago at the Hancock School. Do you want to say something?
So on question, oh wait, okay, sorry. So for the ninth question, we just wanted to say that, I'll read it out loud first though. So for the ninth question, what solutions do you want to say to the world, and what do you see as a better way? We wanted to say that tolerance and diplomacy is the best route for solving any issue or any conflict, and that we believe that through tolerance and diplomacy, we can have a more connected community, a more peaceful world. Anything to add?
Jennifer, did you want to
Yes.
say something? Yeah, I was saying it's very interesting. We have young people from all around the world, and they're saying basically the same thing, yes? That we
Yes.
all want. So maybe I turn it over to you for a minute, and Lori, and we bring ourselves to a close. The deep appreciation of all the different people and the views. Yeah, Jennifer.
Yes, Nina, it's been such a wonderful journey working with you on this program, and all the youth that are here with us. We wish that we could have these kind of dialogues regularly, where you could actually get to know each other and just conversations could flow. And you know what? That might be possible. It's a matter of connection. And now we have a way to connect. So let's all think about that. Perhaps this becomes a group that can interact inside and outside of school. We could try to make that happen. And Lori has worked for so many years in Rwanda, working on reconciliation. I'm sure you have some reflections on this gathering today as well.
Well, as I mentioned, and first of all, I'm so grateful that our Ramara Mabogo students can participate in this program. It's been a dream of mine since 2007, and I promised these students that they would be connecting with students around the world, and I had no idea how that was going to happen. And thanks to Nina, it's happening today.
Yay, we did it.
Such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing.
Tez, are you here with us?
Yes.
We wanted to closing. Tez, where are you?
I'm here.
Hezekiah
Okay.
Gabriel, Hezekiah is coming in now to do our closing exercise together. Thank you, Tez.
Oh, thank you so much. What an incredible time we've had together. And you know, we hear all the time that the young people are our future, but they are now as well when it comes to being peace leaders. So we're going to close with a simple exercise that every time you use is going to change your life. And it's going to allow you to bring peace within you whenever practiced. It is called I Am Peace. And I'm going to walk you through it. And I'm going to ask Becky to turn on our mics and turn on our video cameras, because this is something we're going to do together. Doesn't matter what age you are, you're going to be able to participate in this exercise. And through it, we are going to have a sense of the power that exists within each of us. Whatever our age, our culture, our country, our origin, we are powerful. And regardless of what's happening around us, we can't control many of those things, but we can control how we respond to them. And so we know that peace in the world starts with peace within. So I'm going to ask all of you to stand up. Yes, you're all going to stand up. This is for the adults as well as the students. And I'm going to walk you through this. Are you all standing? I want to hear yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So we're going to start with what I call a power stance. And so you're going to place your feet on the ground, on the floor, about the same distance as your shoulders. Okay. And then with your hands, you're going to start like this and bring your hands out like this and up. Okay. And just imagine you are a beautiful, large, mighty tree standing with your roots into the ground and your branches to the sky. Okay. And 3 times, I'm going to tell you when, 3 times in our loudest voices, our most powerful and strongest voices, we are together going to be saying, I am peace in this power stance. We're going to do it 3 times. And as we do it, I want you to really feel that power and that peace that exists within you. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I am peace. Oh, you can do better than that. Louder, stronger. I am peace. And one more time, as strong as you can. Feel that power. Feel that peace. I am peace. Okay. Now bring your arms down and put them right here. And now I want you to look around you and find a partner. Okay. Either alongside you, back, behind you, in front of you. It won't take a long time. Just find someone, one person that you can connect with. And if you're by yourself, imagine that your partner is this virtual audience. Okay. So now everyone should have their partner. And this is how this is going to work. You're going to begin by looking at your partner and saying with your hands to your heart, I am peace. Ready? I am peace. And now to your partner with your hands like this, you are peace. You are peace.
You are peace.
And now back to the whole group. And we're going to once again say, I am peace and you are peace. Ready? I
am peace and you are peace.
One more time. I
am
peace and you are peace. And now just feel that peace. And we're going to close with 3 times again into your power stance as a whole group. I am peace. Ready?
I am peace. I am peace.
I
am peace.
Flying grass leeches.
And may peace prevail on earth.
May peace prevail on earth.
On earth.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Peace.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Powerful peace builders.
Thank you,
all of you.
students.
Thank you.
Thank you, students.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
teachers.
Thank you,
Thank
Hancock.
you, moderators. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you,
Thank you,
Pumi.
Mirna.
Bye.
Thank you,
Becky.
everyone.
Bye.
Let's meet
Thank you.
again.
You are peace. You are peace.